A state of emergency remains in effect on Aquidneck Island as thousands are without gas service tonight. This unprecedented situation impacting nearly 10,000 people in Newport and Middletown.
Many residents are staying in hotels, and classes at all public schools have been canceled for the rest of the week. Here's where things stand right now. The big headline: this outage could take days, maybe even more than a week to fix.
A customer information center has been set up by National Grid at Gurney's Newport Resort on Goat Island. Customers can go there to get information on resources and restoration efforts.
Now, this all stems from a transmission supply issue with National Grid's natural gas supplier, Algonquin Gas Transmission Company. As we've reported, crews were forced to shut off gas because of low pressure concerns. Crews are now going door to door to shut down each gas meter.
We have live team coverage of the state of emergency tonight. Eyewitness News reporter Steph Machado is live in Newport with the very latest on the situation and what some of the thousands impacted are saying tonight. Steph?
Well, I have been talking to people affected by this all day long. Many don't want to leave their homes. They're concerned they won't be there if the pipes burst or something happens. But the message from officials tonight is to get out, go to one of the free hotel rooms, go to a friend or family member's home, because it could take days or more than a week to restore gas service. Many homes and businesses in Newport are in the cold for a second night after a gas supply issue left nearly 7,000 customers in Newport and Middletown without gas service.
So basically we have no heat, but we do have fireplaces, and we've been using them just to sort of pull that chill, that horrible chill, out of the air.
Elizabeth Brooks, one of many residents toughing it out, though National Grid is offering free hotel rooms and Governor Gina Raimondo is urging residents to leave their frigid homes.
The number one message is get to warm shelter.
I have a lot of very comfy, cozy puffs and a warm nightgown, and I have alpaca socks for my feet.
Jane Hens also says she's staying home with some space heaters, though she has a backup plan.
I have wonderful neighbors, some of whom have oil heat, and so they have offered that I could be there or spend the night there.
National Grid says the problem was a depressurized line from supplier Algonquin, which is now fixed, but they have to go door to door, turning every gas meter off before they repressurize the line and restore gas service to all the homes. So if they can't reach a customer by phone, they're doing this, using a locksmith supervised by police to get inside.
That's a safety. We've got to get them all turned off before we can relight it. That is critical.
And National Grid has made it clear that they plan to reimburse customers for the costs incurred by this disaster, including hotels and transportation costs. You can bring the receipts right to Gurney's, where you can put in a claim for reimbursement, or they also have free hotel vouchers here for those who can't afford to front the cost of a hotel room. Now, coming up new at 6, talk about the rush for space heaters as residents prepare for another chilly night. Live in Newport, I'm Steph Machado, Eyewitness News.
Now, team coverage of developing news. Thousands of people on Aquidneck Island facing another night of no gas service, meaning no heat for many of them.
And National Grid is warning the outage could continue longer than that. Now, National Grid estimates 6,600 customers are without gas in Newport. They are estimating it's going to take at least 3 days to shut down the gas system, then another 4 to bring them back online. Newport Public Schools have canceled classes for the rest of the week. The focus now is on making sure people stay warm.
This is going to be a multi-day event, possibly a week or longer. So the number one message is get to warm shelter.
And we have team coverage tonight. Target 12 investigator Tim White is standing by. But first, we go live to Eyewitness News reporter Steph Machado in Newport. Steph?
There is an extensive effort to get those thousands of people back online here in Newport, but also to help them in the meantime with warmth, food, and a place to sleep. The National Guard, state police, and local police and firefighters are all involved. The gas emergency in Newport has people flocking to stores to buy electric heaters.
I'm trying to find a space heater for my apartment because everybody's sold out, you know.
We met Michael Morris outside Ocean State Job Lot in Middletown, his second stop of the day, but no luck.
We got in 5 pallets of heaters. Another store sent them to us, and they were gone in 2 hours max.
Store manager Lee Bowie says they are working to get more in.
The company's going out of their way to get them from other stores down to our store where it's in most need for the customers.
The advice from officials is to leave your home if there's no heat. National Grid is providing hotel vouchers and reimbursing costs, but many people we met just don't want to.
I'm not leaving. As long as that electric blanket.
It could be several days or longer before the gas is turned back on. National Grid is going door to door, turning off gas meters before they can repressurize the gas lines. That means in some cases using locksmiths, supervised by police, to get in if the meter is inside and the resident isn't picking up the phone. Now, just about a half hour ago here at Gurney's on Goat Island, a van came and delivered a whole bunch of electric space heaters. So that's another option if you want to come to Goat Island and get a heater. If you're not willing to go to a hotel, they are sure to go quickly. Gurney's is also the spot where you can come to claim reimbursement for expenses you've already incurred, like hotels or travel. Live in Newport, I'm Steph Machado, Eyewitness News.